Kilo Foxtrot 9 Victor Alpha, and the name is Steve, Sierra Tango Echo Victor Echo, and we're located in Lafayette, Indiana.
Roger, Roger, Steve in Indiana. My goodness, good to hear you, sir. You know, we don't usually get a lot of close-in stuff. We're in New Albany, Indiana, just across from Louisville, Kentucky. Roger, Roger.
New Albany, Indiana, just across from Louisville, Kentucky. Roger, Roger.
Yeah, Roger that. I think I talked to you a couple years ago, but always good to hear you. I don't know. I haven't heard you in a while, and I just didn't know what happened to you there. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Well, we are on every Friday afternoon from 3:30 till 5, where we record live and then post it up on YouTube by noon tomorrow, you know, so folks can hear what they sound like. And we offer a setup procedure if you might be interested in that.
And we offer a setup procedure if you might be interested in that.
What did you say now, a setup?
Yes, sir, transmitter setup. We take a generic 10 dB dynamic range, average 30% modulation transmitter, and move it up to a 3 dB dynamic range transmitter at 80 to 85% of average peak modulation, Roger.
80 to 85% of average peak modulation, Roger.
Okay. Well, I don't think there's any need for that. I think this radio is pretty much set up where everybody knows me that I talk to. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Your dynamic range does look to be about 3 dB. And this, I would just say that perhaps you might use an additional couple of clicks of top-end EQ boost from where you are to just improve your intelligibility and articulation just a tad.
Improve your intelligibility and articulation just a tad.
Okay, you talking about my mic EQ? Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You're probably your internal radio EQ. 2 clicks boost from where it is at the moment, Roger.
EQ, 2 clicks boost from where it is at the moment, Roger.
Okay, I've got frequency, level, and bandwidth here on this Qso-3000.
Yes, sir. Well, bandwidth, you want to be 100 to 2900. You want to be 100 to 2900 on your bandpass, Roger.
You want to be 100 to 2900 on your bandpass, Roger.
Okay, I'm there, but this is parametric. That's something else here. Too far. Yeah, let me go back there, and that's menu item number 104, and it's 100 to 2900, and that's where I am. And let me get back to my EQ settings for the high end. I have 3 settings. I have frequency, level, and bandwidth for the high end. Go ahead.
Well, you're talking about your band pass. That we want that to be at 100 to 2900. Now, is that a 2-band, 3-band, 8-band EQ or high boost kind of EQ? Or what kind of EQ is it?
Or high boost kind of EQ? Or what kind of EQ is it?
It's a Qso-3000. It's a 3-band EQ.
Yes, sir. Okay. It starts with your middle band flat. Your middle band should be flat because the whole idea of an equalizer is to balance the top to the mid-range and the bottom to the mid-range. And if you boost the mid-range, it's so much harder for the top and bottom to catch up. So ideally, we keep that mid-range EQ flat, and then we EQ the top end, and I would suggest that you increase your top end treble EQ 2 clicks from where it is.
Your top end treble EQ 2 clicks from where it is.
Well, the parametric EQ level 2 is at 10. I can't take that any higher. Let me try my bandwidth here.
Well, if you're at 100 to 2900, you're already maxed out on your band pass, Roger.
100 to 2900, you're already maxed out on your band pass, Roger.
Okay, well, I have individual bandwidth for each equalizer. Okay, I went up 2 clicks on the bandwidth for this high end. Go ahead.
Roger, I think that's pretty good. It sounds a little bit better. I thought you were talking about bandpass. You're at 100 to 2900, so we don't want to get any wider than that. That does well there. Why don't you give me about 10 seconds and let me listen to you as you tell me about your antenna system.
About 10 seconds, and let me listen to you as you tell me about your antenna system.
Okay. The EQ3 setting for bandwidth, BWTH, taking that as bandwidth, is at a 5 right now. The antenna is an off-center fed dipole, and 10 through 80 meter. We're running, we're running right at about 600 watts into that, and using an HF auto tuner. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Now, do you have selectable frequency areas on that parametric? Can you move that parametric up to, say, a 2.5, 2.6 K?
2.5, 2.6 K?
Yeah, right now it's set on 2100.
Yeah, move that on up to 25, sir.
Yeah, move that on up to 25, sir.
Okay, here's 2100, and I'll move that, that is 2500 right there. Go ahead.
Okay, and you're maxed out on your push, is that a Roger?
Speech.
Okay, and you're maxed out on your push, is that a Roger?
Maxing out on my what?
Your boost, your plus 10 or whatever, is that a Roger?
Your boost, your plus 10 or whatever, is that a Roger?
Yeah, my level is as high as it'll go, plus 10.
Alrighty, and how close are you working that mic out of curiosity?
Alrighty, and how close are you working that mic out of curiosity?
Oh, about 2 or 3 inches. Go ahead.
Roger. Well, you're pretty much upper mids there, not a lot on the really top end there. So, and that's what I was hoping to get more activity in the syllabic range by moving that frequency up to 2.6 K on the top end. Roger.
That frequency up to 2.6 K on the top end. Roger.
Oh, you want 2.6? I'm at 2.5.
Well, let's try 2.6, sir. And your plus 10 push at 2.6. I think that's what I'm getting.
Push at 2.6. I think that's what I'm getting.
Yeah. 10 and bandwidth is 5.
Yeah. Okay. Let me see here. I just lost momentarily my Milford. Let me see if I'm back on Milford. Come back and let me listen to you for a minute.
Come back and let me listen to you for a minute.
Okay. I had to drive from Indianapolis, Indiana last night. Wife had a doctor. It was brutal. It freezing rain and then ice, and then it started snowing, so it was pretty slick there. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. I've got you on my local antenna, a fairly good copy, like about 10 over. Still don't have a lot of top end like I would like, but your mid range is flat, I'm assuming. And what's your baseline? What's your base EQ setting?
Okay, let me get up there. All right, the base frequency is 200. EQ level is -12, and the bandwidth is 2.
Roger. Try coming up to, say, a minus 8. Let's see if we can get a little more bottom end. You're right now. You're all upper mids. Maybe we can get a little more bottom end in there without getting any mud. So bring up your bass EQ 3 clicks or so, and let me hear that.
Okay, the base level, you need it up or down?
Up, 3 clicks from where it is. Boost, 3 clicks from where it is.
Okay, I went from a -12 to a -9, and this is what you're hearing now. Go ahead.
Roger. What would the top end EQ width? What is that?
Okay, let me get back down there and take a look. Bandwidth is 5.
Out of 10 or 15?
Yes.
All right. Take it to... let's narrow that up and see if we can get something happening. That you're saying that's a 5 at the moment, or a 2.5?
It's 5.
Go to a width of 2.5 or 3, 2 to 3, somewhere in there, and let me see if that sharpens up the EQ and the silver range for top treble.
Okay. Here's a 3, bandwidth of 3. And moving it down, there's a bandwidth of 2. So I will go ahead and take this back up to 3 and give you a minute to decide what you think.
Yeah, I think 3, a little bit wider there. 3 sounded pretty good. I could hear it trying to work in the upper side. If you get too selective, then you don't get much activity from that top end. You know, it's so selective frequency-wise. So I think 3 is a nice compromise. Could be the way that, how far off mic are you working? How far away from the mic are you working?
About 2 to 3 inches. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. That's about the ideal place. Just not a lot of real top-end response from that microphone. Trying to think, and you're sure that your bandpass is wide at 100 to 2900?
Yes, absolutely. 100 to 2900.
Roger. Well, I think we about got it, Steve. We've got trying to get the max out of that top end. Now you say you can go to a 15 boost on that top end?
No, I can only go to 10.
And you're there already?
Yes.
Roger. Okay, so my synopsis is we need a little more top end, but there's no way to get it there. Roger.
Well, I might be able to get it if I change the microphone. This is a hand mic, Yaesu hand mic.
Yes, sir. Now, just out of curiosity, you might try working that hand mic, pull it to the side of your mouth, right to the corner of your lips, and talk across it. Pull it to the corner of your lips, and actually touch the corner of your lips, and talk across it.
Okay, we'll do that. It's... I'm speaking at about a 90-degree angle to the microphone. Go ahead.
Yeah, so that's what we normally recommend to keep from having mouth noise, plosives, and stuff out of those hand mics. That one didn't really affect much of the top-end frequency response, Roger.
Okay, roger that.
Now, you did say that you have other mics, like a desk mic or something like that, to try?
Yeah, I do. I've got a Yaesu MD100, and I've also got a Heil.
Well, if you'd like, go ahead and try that. Is that Yaesu Electret condenser mic?
It's model MD100.
Roger. Try the Bob Howe mic.
Okay, stand by there.
This is KC9VKV, the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog net. Right now we're in Qso with Steve, and we're working on a audio curve, trying to get a little more top end out of that radio of his.
All right, here we are. We are on the Heil microphone, and I'm about 2 to 3 inches away from it. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Now, just switching mics, you picked up about 6 dB increase in the top end, the top end of treble EQ. Exactly what I was looking for. Roger?
Okay, roger that.
I would use that microphone over the hand mic because it's just so much more brighter frequency response in the top end on that mic.
Roger, will do.
And the EQ setting, I would leave that the same. I mean, we're still boosting that top end, and that microphone just happens to have a little more top end than the hand mic, so, we were kind of deficient there. Still, we could use some more, but that hand mic is much better. I'm sorry, but the desk mic is much better than the hand mic for clarity. Roger?
Okay, roger that. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Let me say, and what radio is that you're running, sir?
Yeah, this is the Yaesu FTDX-3000.
Yes, sir, Steve. Thanks for dropping by, sir. And again, we'll be posting this recording up on YouTube by noon tomorrow. And if you go to YouTube and do a call letter search for KC9VKV, followed by the word logbook, it will take you to this recording. This will be cut number 1 of a series of 2,000 plus Qso-Vlog recordings. Roger?
Okay, let me get your call sign correct. Did you say Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor?
Yes, sir, that is correct. Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor. Name is Jim. Juliet India Mike.
Yeah, all right, Jim. I don't know why I had VCV, but I've got it correct now. Yeah, thank you very much. I'll be looking forward to listening to it.
Yes, sir, and you'll be able to hear the difference between those two mics, and I think that's the most important thing, that you'll be able to realize how much cleaner and clearer that desk mic is over the hand mic. Roger?
Yeah, roger that, Jim. All right, we'll be listening in for a while. KF9VA.
Roger, Steve, 73, sir. Have a great afternoon, beautiful weekend. This is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog net. My name is Jim, Juliet India Mike, and if you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.